All right, so we're going live. This we'll have to put somewhere.
Did you ask if he has tea? I have tea.
You can actually keep this if you want, because now we've got only one audio source. Well, no, I guess. Oh, maybe if I switch the audio, it would still work well. Let's go to this audio. All right, maybe that'll work. It says we're on air. I don't know if people are seeing it.
If you want, there were a couple teas in the cooler.
Let's see. Oh,
To be
we're on
fair.
the air. So Danny says we're on the air.
Okay.
Can you hear us? Is it better? Anybody? Oh, Emily is sneaky. She has done first the second time we've gone on.
Second first.
Question is this better? Okay, they can hear us, and is it stuttery and terrible? Is the other question. That is the thing that we need to. Can kind of hear you. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it much better than this because okay, it's better than before. Good. All right, so we're going to call this a win. I'm just going to have to type things into the chat, I think. Okay, not stuttery over on Twitch. So if people are having stuttery issues, you may want to go over to Twitch. Seems like that's gotten a lot better. We've also accidentally changed the angle on the camera a bit, so now you can also see Peter. Yep, there's Peter. You don't see Trey yet, but you see a lot of fire, which I think is really the goal.
That was the whole thing.
And so Trey is going to be our Time Lord. Yeah.
That's a
No.
hell of a title.
Who?
Time Lord?
Yeah.
The Lord of Time?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Are they?
And yeah, so he's going to be our Time Lord. We're going to do things a little bit differently today because of bandwidth. It's going to be difficult for me to be able to see Facebook. I don't want to like watch Facebook while we're doing this because it's just more bandwidth to make that happen. I think it's better to not do that. So instead, we're going to do 90 seconds for every question, and then when the 90 seconds is over, we're just going to say that time is up, and the folks on Facebook are going to be a little behind, and that's okay. It'll just have to do. So that is how it's going to work today. We have 5 people. I'm seeing just 3.
Yeah, but I see Danny, Christina, Emily, Melissa, and Diana.
Yeah. I'm not seeing anybody talking, which makes me sort of afraid that maybe we've crashed something. But can I show? It says show. Yes, I'd like to. Oh, I can show. Can I just show all of the things? I want to show all the messages. That's kind of cool. If I can just show every message. Oh no, I can only show one message at a time. That seems really unfortunate. New messages.
Danny says, "Can you see my text? I'm not seeing anyone talking at it right now." So people are just being quiet.
Danny, we're definitely seeing your text. We're seeing 7 people who are on. We've only got a few of them talking. So, yeah. I'm trying to get it to show the texts, but I have to do each one by one, apparently, which is a little frustrating. So that's apparently going to be my job, is to just hit this button all of the time to make it show up a bunch. So that's okay. That's my new lot in life. All right, Christina's definitely here. What's that?
You're an excellent button pusher.
Yes, I am. I am absolutely a good button pusher. I could have put graphics on. That's cool, but I didn't. Anyhow, all right. So I'm gonna try and keep up with the chat and make sure that everybody gets seen, so that you can see stuff. So that'll be part of my job. Um, all right, so we've got 7 people, but we've also got 4 people here. So that puts us at 11 people. Christina, we are in West Virginia at a place called Moorfield, West Virginia, and we have 40 acres of woodlands that we own here, and so we're hanging out on them. This is where we go camping sometimes. And I guess it looks like the wood is covering it. If you looked just past the wood, you'd see the composting outhouse we built, and so yeah, we built that, and we've got some other little things. We've got like a tent garage thing here that we keep some of our stuff in. We had a really old ATV um, that we drive around on and hope that it doesn't explode. We're starting to build a shed so that we can like put stuff in it and hide things. And then we have our tents that we put up so that everybody can sleep overnight. Yeah, Trey doesn't have a tent. He has a hammock with like a rain fly and like a mosquito net thing around it, which is kind of cool. I think that's a pretty brilliant way to do it. So yeah, so that's what we're doing. The toilet paper did not reappear, but we bought new toilet paper that I assume that we will have to lock up. No, I don't. We're just gonna either take it with us or hope that the pandemic fears of toilet paper have ended and that it's not a really important commodity anymore. All right, you know what? So although we've only got 7 people watching there, we do have enough here for the full 11. So let's start. I think we're going to be able to get started. I'm not going to be able to
Look what I made.
have the things up. I'm going to have to let me make this smaller. Oh, I have to. I'm not going to be able to keep up with this, am I? No, it doesn't tent. The hammock is classic Trey. That is classic Trey. Ranley took our toilet paper. Well, I mean, it was pretty intense. That everybody was really going for toilet paper at that one point. So, all right, I'm going to hide the messages for now because I'm also going to have to pull up the questions. I think I'm going to have to read the questions as well. So that because you're doing it on your phone, right? Yeah. Which makes that really difficult. So I'm going to try and pull this up, and you need to be able to watch the stream and everything, or the chat to be able to see who's gotten correct answers. So I'm going to read out the chat to people just so that we all know that we're seeing. Trey says, I didn't start using hammock until camping here last year. And Christine says, enjoy ourselves, which we will. All right, so let me jump in real quick, and I'm going to pull up the questions. We tried several different ways to make this work, and not all of them were very good. So we're kind of making this work as we go, because camping and streaming live apparently were not made to work really well together. Oddly enough, you would think that would be something that really fits well together, but it apparently doesn't. All right, so Trey, are you ready with your timer? All right, so we're going to start with question number 1, and I'm gonna put it in the chat as well so that people can see it. It is what 2 sets of muscles are used in breathing? We need 90 seconds on the clock.
You have to give both your answers in the same text.
Yeah, both answers are going to be in the same chat, please. Do not answer in 2 different chats.
We'll ask our live studio audience what they think at the end.
Who has the super swanky tent castle? Where's the tent castle? Oh, did she see that? We never showed it.
Can they see you?
I think it might be no, because we see his truck. I don't think we see any tents.
But Diana would have seen it on my Facebook.
Oh, on your Facebook. Okay. So yeah, then the big garage thing isn't anybody's tent, but that's where we protect. Like we've got a bunch of wood in there to build things with. All right. We're trying this again. We are live again.
Maybe a third time's the charm situation.
We're going to try it. We're going to try our best. All right. It says live again. We are obviously doing this over a phone.
There's no chat.
As a hot. Yeah, well, I got it down here. I think we understand if it's not possible considering you are in the middle of the woods. Now, back to your regularly scheduled trivia show. Exactly. We're not going to stop just because we're in the middle of the woods. I think if it fails this time, we will. But if we're going,
then we'll have s'mores.
We're going to at least try it 3 times because it's only fair. So we saw answers from, what was it, Emily and Danny and Melissa. So we saw those 3 answers. Did anybody else get an answer for question number 1? Because we disconnected kind of.
Do you have an answer?
Yeah, I found an answer. So did Diana.
Okay. What was the answer, Diana?
Diana gave us diaphragm and abs.
Okay. What did you put in, Trey?
Diaphragm and intercostal.
All right.
And then, is that Melissa?
Yeah.
Melissa.
Yeah, Melissa, I think we got already.
I think those are the only answers that I saw.
All right. So those are the only answers you saw. Let's see. What is this? Contain versus cover. Oh. What does that mean? I don't even know what this button does.
Maybe don't randomly click buttons.
I just want to. Diaphragm and abs, said Smiles. Okay, so that was question number 1. Time is up. The correct answer. Do you want to give the correct answers or shall I?
Diaphragm and intercostals.
There you go. Diaphragm and intercostals is the correct answer. And we're going to go as quick as we can because we don't know how long our connection's going to keep up. So question number 2. Oh, first one was Emily.
Yeah, I had that.
All right, so question number 2 is, what animal has the longest known lifespan of all vertebrates? 90 seconds on the clock. What animal has the longest known lifespan of all vertebrates? Oh,
Be a
whale.
little more specific than that.
A little more specific than that. A specific species, I guess we're looking for. The blue whale. The great white whale. Oh, we've got some good answers. You keeping an eye on that?
I can only see 2.
Yep.
What vertebrate has the longest lifespan?
So we've got some tortoises and some sharks, it looks like. We're waiting for people to get their answers in. Well, we're waiting for the 90 seconds. We're going to move on once the 90 seconds goes. So make sure you jump in quick with your answers. Because we're going to try and blow through this as best we can because obviously our connection is a little slapdash. Oh, new message. Danny says, I like your fire pit. Thank you, Danny. Caitlin was the one that designed that fire pit. So if you need a fire pit of your own, ask her. She's got all of the inside scoops.
That's the internet.
And, are you actually in the wild? Yes, we are. We're in the mountains of West Virginia. So we're on 40 acres of woodlands, and there's not really anyone else around other than us. In fact, the back property is butts up to a hunting club that's about 1,000 acres. All right, so time is up. So what was the correct answer?
Greenland shark.
Greenland shark is the correct answer. We didn't get any storms, actually. We've had good weather all day. It's been really nice. We thought it was going to be hotter, and it was not. All right, so Danny says, we have a fire pit at my friend's house, but I have a fire pit envious. Nice. There are bears in this area, Smiles, but we haven't seen any signs of them here in our area, but I know that this is a region where they are. Question number 3 is, according to Wolitzer, There you go. According to Wolitzer, what is the most popular jukebox song of all time? Wolitzer being a very popular jukebox company. What is the most popular jukebox song of all time? You had Fire Pit last night. Cool. This one is about 6 feet across and 4 feet in the middle there. So it's a little bit bigger than your average fire pit. So let's us have some kind of barn burners here. I know you're pretty disappointed in the size of the fire that's in there now, but that's because Peter refuses to actually make it any bigger. He's got whittling he's got to do, things like that. So yeah, he has. Okay, and he's gone with a Karen. We have a Karen that's been thrown in case somebody doesn't get it. Oh, he's kicking it now for being so tiny and pathetic. He has to teach that fire a lesson. We're getting logs thrown on. There's not much of a pattern as much as just anger. He does not appear called out. Be careful. We do have the tongs there that you can use. I would not use your thong. Something else to keep in mind. Trey, did you put the timer on, by the way? Almost up. All right, time is up. Did anybody get it right? No one got it right. So Danny looks like is going to get the point by throwing that Karen. Smile says, hi, Peter. Hi. So the correct answer was...
Hound Dog by Elvis Presley.
Oh, I said
That's
Hound
right.
Dog.
Yeah, you got it?
He gets a point.
I said it to her.
Nice. So there you go. Hound Dog by Elvis Presley. No, I think we're going to keep it just in the chat, folks. All right, question number 4 is, where did Churchill, Roosevelt, and Stalin meet in 1945? Where did Churchill, Roosevelt, and Stalin meet in 1945? Ray's got an answer in. Did you get your timer going?
Yep. Timer going.
Nice.
Got the priorities straight.
There we go. A couple more answers have come in. I don't know if you've seen them all or
I'm
not.
going to ask you to scroll up in a second.
All right. Trey was the first one. And then Danny has an answer.
I got Trey, Danny, Melissa, and Emily.
Diana just answered.
Diana.
Yeah, and then Potsdam says Diana. Which I think is what Peter went with, right? Potsdam?
Yeah.
Peter has decided to make a bigger, ridiculous fire, which is, I think, what we all wanted.
Seems good for s'mores.
What?
Seems good for s'mores.
Mm-hmm. He is going to go try and drag a tree over here and set it on fire. Yeah, we should start cutting it up at some point. And what we should probably do is cut it up into pieces and cut slices in them, and then just put it in the middle and set the fire in the slices, because they make those.
Like you were trying to do with some of those other ones before.
Oh, right, when we split them a whole bunch of ways. Yeah, that also did it. All right, time's up. What's the correct answer?
Yalta.
Yalta is the correct answer.
For the longest time, I thought Yalta was just a typo of small.
I thought it was a beverage also.
Ah. All right, question number 5. In Sherlock Holmes, what is Professor Moriarty's first name?
Jacques?
Peter goes with Jacques Moriarty, the famous diver. All right. Oh, I can show this. I'm going to put this on the thing. That's
Professor?
cool.
Is his first name?
His first name is Professor. I like that. I believe Doctor.
Yeah. I just realized that I can do a cool thing by showing the one message, which is our question, onto the stream, which is helpful, I think, for people. We'll see how much longer this goes.
Can you scroll up one?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, down.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, Smiles is getting on the boat with James.
As soon as I answered, it's like, yeah,
Professor?
I know exactly what it was.
You get a style point for Professor Moriarty being the first name Professor. He's throwing all of the wood on there. Is time up? Time. All right. Time is up. So, what correct answer, Caitlin?
James.
It is James. Question number 6. We're just going to power through here. What merchandise brand was created by Adolph Dassler? Emily says, there's a lot of Jameses in my family. My mother's maiden name, my brother's name, and my husband's middle name. Are they all Moriartys? That's the thing we need to know. All right, we're looking for what merchandise brand was created by Adolph Dassler. We've got some people saying Adidasler, I suppose.
What was the question?
What merchandise brand was created by Adolph Dassler? Seems.
I added wood to the fire.
You think that'll last us the next week?
I don't know. Just I would like you to know that you did this.
This is my fault. You made I learned it from you, Dad. Peter's like, I used to have self-control and then you ruined it.
I don't know if I go that far.
Is there any way that I can just make this go away? That would be awesome. Apparently not. All right, are we at time?
Some aspects, that's very correct.
Time! All right, what is the answer, Caitlin?
Adidas.
Adidas is the answer. It looks like I think everybody got that right. Just about.
Everybody's Googling.
No, actually, we've got some very good.
My pitch is not that good.
Yeah, we've got some pretty good trivia players, and none
And
of
then we
the.
got people who vote.
Yeah, a lot of people cheat by just somebody says something and they're like, "That seems reasonable."
It seems like it's usually either me or Danny that people are
Voting on.
Yeah, there's a lot of people getting on the boat.
You still get 8 points. It's just you don't get the point for being the first.
Yeah, so if you're the first one to get the correct answer, you get 2 points, and if you are somebody who follows that answer, you get 1 point. All right, what is the largest named wine bottle size? What is it? The largest named
wine bottle size is Melchizedek.
Yeah,
How large is it?
gotcha. So the largest named wine bottle size is Melchizedek. How large is it? How much wine does it contain? Huh?
In liters.
In liters. A 5-liter wine bottle.
A lot of wine.
That is at least an evening's worth of wine. Yeah.
Oh, damn it, I blew it. This has been a good answer, or a good 10 minutes for 42.
Oh, no. All right, so we've got 20 liters by Trey, 30 by Danny, 35 by Melissa. Yeah. I've got 35. Anybody got 40? We're going to get 40.
Bidding preferences? I don't understand.
Carrying a 35-liter bottle of wine. Can you just imagine the size of that brown bag?
Yeah.
What do you got in there?
Next.
This is nothing. This is just I'm just going on a stroll with my dog.
I think there's a joke about a guy who boss gets after him about his drinking at lunch. So he says you can only have one glass of beer at lunch.
Yeah.
So then there's a picture of the guy sitting at the table. The table's like this big, and he's got this gigantic glass that's bigger than the table.
Nice.
Time.
All right, time's up. So Trey was saying that apparently, I don't know if you heard him or not, but there's a joke where a boss is getting on their employee about drinking at work and says you can only have one glass of beer at lunch, and so he just buys the biggest glass possibly, fills it with beer. All right, did you get them all? I think so. What is the correct answer?
30 liters.
30 liters. Oh my goodness, that is so much. Danny got it right, and it looks like Emily also got it right. And Peter wasn't even close. Peter was small potatoes. All right, question number 8. Who is the largest toy distributor in the world? Emily said, someone gave me a wine glass for my housewarming that is big enough for a whole 750 milliliter bottle of wine. It is a wine bottle wine
I'm
glass.
gonna go with Disney.
Oh, you're going Disney, okay. Yeah, we've got some Hasbros in the chat. Danny goes with a Karen, so it doesn't feel like she knows it and doesn't think anybody else is going to get it. Trey went with Amazon. And did you go with Walmart? Is that what you said? Walmart and Hasbro. And you said Disney. So we've got some different ones. Smiles goes with Lego.
Lego is the biggest tire manufacturer in the world.
Danny says, I might know it.
Quantity.
Because they make all those tiny little tires.
I'm sure they make millions of tires.
Yeah. Danny says, I might know it. I might not want people boating me. Who knows?
Like she waits for other people to throw in a can before answering sometimes.
Just, yeah, it's strategy. You can absolutely have strategy on this. Knock people out with it. It's next level playing. How are we on time? That's a pretty good fire.
Is it showing up on camera?
Yeah, I think so. How do people think of the fire? Is it a pretty good fire? Is it big enough for you there at home? Can you feel it? Are your phones warm? Oh, I have to put my phone down. It's so hot. All right, so time's up. What was the correct answer?
McDonald's.
McDonald's.
Yeah.
McDonald's is the correct answer. They distribute the most toys because of all of their Happy Meals. That is wild. Who would have guessed that? That is crazy. Let's see. Oh, it looks like some people have some criticisms of your fire. Melissa says that top piece of wood seems rather perilous from this view.
I can see what she's saying.
Yeah.
Like, it's wedged.
Peter likes to
Well, I
live
mean,
dangerously.
From the video chat, it's just kind of sitting up there, not a lot supporting it.
That piece of wood is stable.
Is stable? You're saying
there
it's
is
stable.
There is a larger block behind it that's holding it up.
All right. Smile says it looks great. Fire makes its own parameter.
She means perimeter.
Oh, perimeter, yes.
Don't worry about
All
it.
right, so let's go. Question number 9, which obviously I'm not allowed to say.
It's the penultimate question.
I'm not supposed to say it anymore. It's been removed. The question is, on the periodic table of elements, what is the first element alphabetically? So we tend to know which one it is by size, right? You know what number 1 is on the actual periodic table, right? Which is obviously,
One of the eight.
it is hydrogen, I believe. But hydrogen is an H, so what would it be alphabetically?
Clearly it's adamantium.
Adamantium. Style point over for Peter. He gets the adamantium. All right, we've got some answers coming in. Trey has one. I think he's our first answer. He came in first with aluminum.
Aluminium.
Oh, aluminium. I'm very sorry.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to vote.
You're just going with aluminium?
Peter's new to trivia and he's already got a grasp on voting.
Yeah.
Totally forgot about.
What?
There's a bunch of people coming in with one that I completely forgot about.
Oh no, I'm going
What's
with
the
argon.
next?
It looks
That
like
would
we've.
be after aluminium, asshat.
You're right.
Trey, just for those that didn't hear, Peter just changed his to argon, which would be after aluminum, so that is not a good guess.
Okay, Melissa got it.
Mm-hmm.
Danny got it.
Actinium seems to be one that people are going with. Smile says I suck at chemistry. That's all right. Emily takes it one step further. So Smile says I suck at chemistry, and then Emily says we're bad at alphabetizing stuff. That's a new low when you're like, I suck at the alphabet. Argon. There's so many elements that I can't remember, says Trey. All right, time is up. What was the correct answer?
Actinium.
Actinium is the correct answer. All right, so we got.
One of those made up ones.
It is. There's no way that's real. Nobody.
We get past like 80 on the pyramid.
Yeah, they're all
It's just like so many. Like they're ones that are almost impossible to find.
Yeah, rare things.
They're just made up elements.
Well, there's ones that like they know that there has to be an element that fits this.
I think they have to make it,
They
right?
just can't find it in nature, so they synthesize it.
Right, yeah. I'm a little disappointed. Obviously, aluminum came very early, but I'm a little disappointed nobody came with American.
Well, I did think about that one, but I knew that.
Yeah, Americonium, is that what it's called? I think that's such a great. That and Einsteinium are two of my favorite elements because they're just the most made up sounding things.
Well, if anybody deserves an element, it's kind
Right. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying.
of. No, he was just really smart.
I have to say the alphabet through every time I'm trying to put stuff in order. I just don't know the order, even though I know the numbers are of particular letters. And then my job alphabetizes stuff by first name, makes my life complete hell. Oh, that sounds terrible. All right, let's get to our last question. Danny says she does the same thing as well. All right, last question of the night, everybody. Oh, why is that not entering? There we go. Show that one. By area, what is the largest landlocked country? By area, what is the largest country that does not have a beach, does not have a waterfront? Landlocked. Mongolia. All right. It's not a bad guess. Trey went with Mongolia as well. That's not a bad guess. It's pretty big. It does feel kind of inland, right? So we got some more. It looks like Emily is going with Mongolia as well. So a boat is forming around Mongolia.
Well, it's a good thing that I corrected my autocorrect because it tried to have Magnolia.
Magnolia, the great country of Magnolia. If that goes into the fire, it's going to be hilarious. All right, look. We've got a new entry in. First, Danny goes with a Karen, and then Smiles goes with Kazakhstan, which is, that's not a bad guess either. Kazakhstan is also a strong guess. All right, so how are we doing on time, Trey? 5 seconds left. Chad has made it in. I feel like Chad's towards the top of Africa. All right, time is up. What is the correct answer?
Kazakhstan.
Kazakhstan wins it.
I didn't realize that was bigger than Mongolia.
Yeah, Smiles.
That's one of those ones that it's the distortion of.
It's the 9th largest country in the world.
Oh, wow, it's the 9th largest country in the world?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's what I read.
Kazakhstan, ninth.
Or maybe it's just the 9th and 8th. I don't know. The number 9 had something to do with it.
Something 9-ish. Somebody, you know what? You are all at home and there's internet. Go look up Kazakhstan. We need to know which size in the world it is. Is it the 9th largest in the world? Somebody look that up for us. Put it in the chat because we need to know, because otherwise we're going to be wondering the entire time. While we're doing that, maybe we'll get points.
We had 5 people answering.
5 people answering. We can't see shares, so I'm really sorry, but we're not going to be able to do points for shares. We appreciate everybody who did them. Very cool of you to do that. But we have no way to actually go and check them. So we'll have to forego that. We are in the middle of the woods, so sometimes things like that happen. The fact that we made it through the whole show is kind of amazing. Emily says,
largest country.
Yeah, Emily says it is the 9th largest country,
Well,
Kazakhstan.
thank you, Emily. I'm also pleased to announce that you are our winner for tonight.
Our winner is Emily for the night. Congratulations, Emily. So you get to choose, you have an acceptance speech that you can write out, and you get to choose the color of the studio tomorrow, since we will be back in the studio tomorrow. I will say that Melissa was hoping for yellow on Friday, but we couldn't do that because we're outside. So that's something to maybe think about if you didn't have a strong thing that you wanted as well. So congratulations, Emily. We will be back in studio tomorrow. Let's see. So while on Emily to do her thing, don't forget everybody to subscribe and follow us, and set your alerts so that you know when we go live. That's always important. If we're ever going to be late, having technical problems. Today we had some of that, but we were kind of working them out in real time. But we'll usually post that to our social media, so you'll want to follow us on Twitter at @awastedhour, and then at Another Wasted Hour on Instagram and Facebook. We also have a group called Another Wasted Group where we talk about some of the innovations we're going to do for the game and stuff like that. So feel free to join that. Oh, cool. Emily's going to honor Melissa's request for yellow. So we'll have a yellow studio tomorrow. Emily, do you have a speech? Let's see. No speech yet. Smile says, enjoy the outdoors. We will do that. What other things? Oh, also, there's a podcast called Another Wasted Hour. We've done it for about 3 years, and there's about 140 episodes. It's all free. You can get it on Apple Podcasts, Google Play Music, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, anywhere that you would go and get a podcast. You can just search for Another Wasted Hour and subscribe to our podcast. If you enjoy it, give us a review and some stars if that particular platform allows for it. And let us know what you think. If it doesn't, then write us and let us know, what we could do better or what you like, and we'll make sure to keep doing those things. We love getting your feedback on stuff.
You should read Emily's acceptance speech.
Emily has an acceptance speech. You didn't get to say a lot. Do you want to do the acceptance speech?
I love this show. I think this may be the second time ever that I've won a night without crazy sharing. Yay me. I can't wait to hear you all again tomorrow.
All right. There it is. Tomorrow we will do it again at 7 o'clock. We try to do it at 7 o'clock every evening. Until then, we're going to enjoy the fire, and we're going to build things and cut things down and, be lumberjacks and play bocce ball and throw this whistly football thing around and play cornhole.
Cornhole, Keith beat me.
Yeah. Those are two separate things,
And
though.
we had hot dogs for dinner.
We played cornhole, and I beat her.
And we're going to have s'mores for dessert.
S'mores for dessert. Well, thank you, everybody, for participating. We also appreciate having you here as much as you appreciate having us. Until 7 o'clock tomorrow, everybody stay safe, stay healthy. If you go out, there are indications that things are getting a little worse out there, especially more in the south and the west. We're pretty good in the northeast right now, which is pretty awesome. But be careful. Keep your distance from people when you can. Wear a mask if you can't. When you're touching stuff, don't touch your face, and wash your damn hands.
Wash your damn hands.
Yeah, it's gonna be okay. But we want to make sure we do all these things so that it remains okay. And a shout out to all the people who have been the essential workers out there. I know some people didn't even have an option But we really do appreciate the sacrifice either way, and I believe you deserve the recognition for it. So thank you very much. And until 7 o'clock tomorrow, that's all. So what's the last word, Caitlin?
Conflagration.
All right. So as you can see from our camera, we have quite a conflagration going on. Hopefully you'll get the chance to do that as well. And until 7 o'clock tomorrow, good night, everybody.
Bye-bye.